Alright, so this is just a little video about Wheeljack, how to actually work with him. Now when you get him out of the package, he does look just like this. He's solid. Commonly, my kid will come over to me and hand him to me and say, I don't know how to turn him into a car. Can you do that for me, Daddy? So this is, it kind of befuddles sometimes just to remember all this stuff, but here it is in a nutshell. First things first, you take off his gun, because that's the last thing that's going to go back on him. Now, if you look at him just a little easy, that's the windshield, but this is the top of the car right there. So the very first thing is to turn this blades in towards each other to create the wind dam on the back, or the spoiler. And the next part will be to pop open his chest. Now if you look right here on the top, it pivots right down here. A little bit of nails, his head goes inside. Now this part requires force. Hear that loud snap, you see how hard it is to do it. Just push it together and that seals it up, but we're not actually going to do that. This is going to cover over the feet. So next part, the feet themselves. The hinge is right here where the tire is. You just turn that straight forward. Starting to look like a car now, right? Okay. Line it up. Now if you look right here on the inside, that is actually another pivot that goes right here. That pin pulls out and hinges on that joint. We're now taking the legs up. Be careful about this little part of the windshield. It comes up and slips right in right there. For a model, this is for a toy, this is very precision made. They really expect you to know exactly what you're doing. Now, don't be afraid if you accidentally pop it out, because that little piece right there, as it comes out, can just slip right off. It's okay. It's actually a very forgiving toy. Once you have the two legs together and cycled in, you then push them together. The hinge is right there in the middle, allowing you to join the toy together. Line it up, push it in. Now the fun part, the windshield pushes down. It covers up the 2 feet. Alright. Now there is a singular hinge right here in the middle, pivots the entire car. That's starting to look about right. Last part is arms. Now the hinge are right here, right there, and again right there. So what happens is that these parts, if you look become the exhaust of the vehicle. So you have to push them in just like this to line them up. The hands fold down into the body of the car. This is the last part of the process. You should hear a little tiny snap when you get it right in. Which means you did it right. Or if, like me, you started doing the entire car, you're struggling with it. The little snap's supposed to come from this point going into that hole. That's the snap I'm talking about. Alright, Wheeljack is now in car mode Autobot. Last part, put his gun. Now it's right here on top. You have it. Great. Hands to your kid. Be like, great, have a good time. I'll see you later. 10 minutes later. Can you turn it back into a robot again? Alright. Once again, remove the gun. Side. It's always fun. Now, these guns do get lost very often. I have actually tried to reach out to get more. They are a pain in the keister to find. Start off with the arms again. Pop them out. Remember, the pops are right there on these 2 joints. Be careful not to snap these. That does happen. Next part is you gotta pull up and use that hinge off the back end. Pull the arms out. Okay. Now working backwards, we twist the body around to where we now have that head aimed in the front direction. Lift the head out of the chest. And now we begin turning to a robot by lifting the windshield up. Covering his chest up. Next to the legs, pull the feet apart. If you pull it evenly open, it should split open just fine. Push the windshield back into the leg so it tucks in, extends all the way. Once again, windshield down, tuck it in. Feet go up. He's very well designed with these little platforms on the backside to hold him up in place. Okay, we now have a standing Autobot. Last part, as always, is spoiler aimed outwards, and the gun goes back in his hand. For that real cool action. Thanks for watching the video. Please hit like or subscribe if you enjoy this type of stuff. And if you have any questions, feel free to always message me. Thank you.